That's 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had your life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh. Even though we did the wrong thing, my life would've been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas. Not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the face. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Cause when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head'll make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where a black man's blood is cheap. I thank the Lord for the day I was on Lake Street. Pissing in the cup, back and forth to court. Found the DC school, I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and that's not right. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. Go ahead. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Isupk until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty, make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jail. Shit, I needed help. But Swan was locked up in the judge put man on the shelf. Heavy cry cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lie and pump smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted.
Yeah, I can't share the classes or nothing. I'm just sitting up there.
Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Then gotta hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger.
Am I centered? Am I centered? Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana, where tonight we teach the Brotherhood class on Tuesdays from 7:30 to 9. All right, we teach you how to love one another according to the scriptures and utilize the examples that Christ showed. I'm Officer Natazab hosting tonight's class of the Detroit camp. Okay, so we're going to get into it. Of course, what's coming up is Thanksgiving, all right? The Thanksgiving spirit, okay, followed by the Christmas spirit, man. A lot of brothers and sisters are going to fall for this trick once again, man, from Satan. You understand, man, the illusion of love, the illusion of family and caring about one another, man, over a meal that was celebrated over the death of the Native American Indians. You understand, man? That's what they're going to be celebrating this Thursday, Thanksgiving. Right? For who to thank? Who's Thanksgiving for? You understand? That's what you need to realize, man. That has absolutely nothing to do with the Native American Indians giving food to the pilgrims, man. It was always about the celebration of the pilgrims, or the so-called European, overcoming and killing the Native American Indians for their land and their resources. Okay? Knowing that, man, I could never have a bite of turkey on that day. You understand? And here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we have that integrity. You understand? We understood and understand what Thanksgiving is about. Okay? And in efforts to recognize our brothers, man, we, vow not to partake in such a pagan holiday, man. It can't even come into our minds to do so. All right? Yet and still, our brothers and sisters who are out in the world celebrate Thanksgiving, man. You understand? Knowing what it was about, man. Everybody got Google now, right? You don't have to rely on your elementary teacher telling you what Thanksgiving was about. Native, Indians and the savage Indian coming together with the European pilgrim and them holding hands and eating that, that dry ass turkey. You understand? Remember being in the classroom. What's that thing called, Habawan, it looks like a horn, and they got all like the vegetables and everything in it. You know what I'm talking about? It looks like it's something like, it was always a decoration that they would do around Thanksgiving. It looks like a huge horn, and inside the horn, like a horn you play, like a tuba, and you have a bunch of vegetables and pumpkins and stuff that come around the harvest, the corn. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the exact name.
No sweat,
so
no
look
sweat.
it up.
But it's still the point of it. You understand? They try and get you into the mood of feeling the Thanksgiving spirit. You understand? General Muhammad spoke so strongly about spirits. Okay, and the vibes that we feel as people around this, pagan day season. All right, and then right after Thanksgiving, people be ready to do what? Put that damn tree up, man. It don't even be December and the tree is going up. You understand? Because our people are full of sin. You understand, and they don't realize what the hell they're doing. In most cases, they know exactly what they're doing, but they just don't care. You understand? What you got?
I got the name of it, sir.
What is that called?
Pro Flowers call it. It's spelled a cornucopia.
Yeah, cornucopia. That's exactly what it is. I knew it was something like that. I couldn't. It was right on the tip of my tongue. That cornucopia, man. That damn thing. Where they say the Indians filled this thing up with so much food and gave it to the pilgrims, man, so they wouldn't starve during the summer, which in your actuality is true, man. One thing about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, we have that, we are such a lovable people. You understand? Even in, our rightful mindset to have revenge against a people who've done us so wrong, man, we still show compassion and love towards the oppressor, man. Even though he hates our guts, man. He hates us just because we're poor. You understand? And at the same time, we still have that love and affection towards him to the point where, you know what, we're going to take care of him. You understand? You see a white bum out on the street, you just know it's because he, you know what, he fell on hard times. Not like that black bum out on the street, that nigga who been on crack since he was 13. You understand? He don't deserve your dollar. But you know what, this white man who, you know, he just got the stock market wrong. You understand? You know, he just, you know, he just fell on hard times. He ain't like that nigga Jerome on the corner, you know, who been on that corner for years. He ain't trying to get his life right. This white man here, you know, with all his teeth missing from that meth, you know, he deserves my love and affection. You understand? And we've always been like that towards this oppressive nation. It's just something that we feel, man. It's instinct, okay, to automatically love and care about him and make sure he's well off. You understand? It's always been that, okay? We always are so worried about him, okay, and making sure he's happy and comfortable. Why? So in hopes that he keep his boot off our neck, man. When that's not actually the case at all, and we know it. Okay, we are deeply delusioned by the fact that we think the oppressor loves us, man. Okay, he loves us so much, you know, and he gonna give us a day off to celebrate him killing our Native American brothers. Okay, we're so disillusioned, man. You understand? With the fact that, you know, this oppressor loves us, with the thought process that they love us, man, when it's just not so. All right. Here, man, the Lord is going to test a lot of our people. Plagues are going from the Lord this season. COVID-19 is at a high right now. It's surging this week, man. It's supposed to, the Lord is trying to discourage you from celebrating this pagan day, but you're not going to listen, man. You're going to go to the honey baked ham, get your spiral ham, you're going to get your turkey. You're going to go about, you know, business as usual, man. What you don't know, man, it's going to be COVID-19 all over those abominations, man. You understand? Yes, the turkey is clean, but celebrating that pagan day, that's not clean, man. You're going to think you can avoid it by not eating pork. Okay. That COVID-19 going to be in the turkey. You understand? In the mashed potatoes, in the green bean casserole. You understand? All of that. Okay. Now is the time we are being tested, man. Who are you going to choose? The Lord or the still so-called oppressor, man, and pleasing him. All right, a lot of brothers and sisters are of course, are going to choose the oppressor, man, because that's who they see with their eyes, man. They don't really love the Lord, man. Christians really don't love the Lord, man. You understand? They love pleasing master, man. They love to see who's in front of them, man. They don't really believe God hates Thanksgiving. You understand? They really don't believe in thou shalt not kill, steal, eat shrimp or pork. They really don't believe in that, man. They just want to fulfill their lust. Every Christian does, man. They're going to sell out their brother for dry turkey and cranberry sauce and stuffing, man. You understand? And that's what we do, because we as a people, we've lost integrity. You understand? We just don't have it anymore. We don't have honor anymore. We know what's best for us. Okay? That's why the Lord needs to send COVID, man. Because we are a stiff-necked people. He has to kill. You understand? He has to kill you in order for you to wake up, man. Half your damn family got to be put to death before you realize maybe this isn't the way, man. It ain't enough for just a few of us to die. No, man. Half the goddamn family needs to bite the dust from COVID, man. Because we are continuously abominable, continuously rebellious against the Lord. All right, and that's the only way the Lord can teach us, man. Only way you can teach a stiff-necked people is to whoop them, right? You tell your son not to touch the stove because he's going to get burnt, all right? He touch it anyway. Well, eventually he gets burned, and that's how he learns, man. Same with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Stop celebrating these pagan holidays, against the Lord, man. Because he's going to kill you, all right? Get me Matthew 12 and 48, all right?
Come on, Pastor.
Hold that. Before you do that, get me Matthew 10 and 35. That's more important right now, man. You have to understand, man. Christ, what he wants is totally opposite of what you want. You understand? What the Father wants is totally opposite, man. You're so eager to please your oppressor, man. You disregard what the Lord wants, man. That's every Christian, every Muslim, every, I guess black atheist, if there are one. Hoteps, all of them, man. You are so contrary to the Lord in your ignorance. Matthew 10 and 35, man.
Come on, sir.
Read.
Matthew 10, verse 35. Mm-hmm. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
For Christ is what?
For I am...
Let's go back up to verse 30, man. That's happening.
Come on, sir.
Let's get the pretext.
Matthew 10, verse 30.
Mm-hmm.
But the very hairs of your head are all numbered.
Okay.
31. Mm-hmm. Fear ye not, therefore ye are of more value than many sparrows. Mm-hmm. 32. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. Mm-hmm. 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven.
You see that, man? We're here to do the work of the Lord. You understand? We need to be on the same page as Christ. Christ stated, man, that whosoever is for him, you understand, speaking what he's talking about, speaking the words of his Father, man, he's going to vouch for them. You understand? That's who Christ is vouching for, not your grandmama who go to church every Sunday. You understand? Read.
34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Think what?
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Christ ain't coming to send peace, man. What is a Christian's ideal of peace, man? Idea of peace. He thinks that, what you got? What you gonna say?
Oh, Slaki, I don't want to
You as a Christian, what is peace?
That's
you understand?
God loves everybody.
Think what?
God loves everybody.
God loves everybody. Ain't no war, right? That's primarily what it is. Peace is what? No war, no fighting. Everyone's quiet. Everyone is what? Getting along. You understand? Everybody's holding hands and loving each other. You understand? That's what peace is to a Christian, to a Muslim. You understand? And Christ is saying what? Think what?
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Think not that I have come to send peace on earth. Listen, don't put it in your mind, he's saying. He said, don't even, because for some reason, Christians think this. They read this verse and don't get it. You understand? They read this verse and they don't think not I have come to set peace on the earth. They think Christ has come is coming back to put peace on this earth. You understand? They don't even read. They don't see the scripture. You understand? It's like they read the Bible, and when they get to this scripture, they don't see words anymore. You understand? They go right past 3 or 4 or 5 verses to the next verse. They don't see it. Read.
But a sword.
But a what?
A sword.
What is a sword to do, man? What is a sword for? If you're not bringing peace, you're bringing us a sword for what? Go ahead.
Slaki, I don't want for warfare.
For warfare, man. That's clear. You understand? A sword does what, man? Causes conflict. Puts people to death. That's something that you don't want. You understand? A sword is what? A weapon. Okay? It's there to cause conflict. Read. 35.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
He has come to what?
To set a man at variance against his father.
He has come to set a man variance. What's variance, man? You know what variance is? What is it?
Variation, differences.
Yeah, differences, man. He has come to set differences between who?
A son and his father.
A son and his father, man. You understand? Boy, why you ain't join the army like I did? Boy, I did 2 tours in what was it? Desert Storm. I did 2, 4, 3, 5 tours, brother. You need to get in the army. You understand? That'll make a man out of you. Why you ain't coming over here for Thanksgiving? You understand? Why you making your mama cry? You understand? Give me a second. Hello? Hey, what's up? Use that one. So here's the thing. There's a set of 11 a set of arcade 319s that you can't hold on the fixture. Jared just said scans maybe an hour ago. Finally finished the scans, and the parts can't be used. They're bad. So what we wanted to do was swap out. We spoke to NSI about swapping out the parts with what they had, and it's segregated to lot 319 right now. I have 2 containers in the sort area such that for bad parts. One thing you can't load them in the station, so you can't utilize them. We do have another whole lot of 289s. I don't think that so we can't use those. It's just some of the things.
Say that again, sir?
You can't
Read the scripture again. Come on, come on.
Verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
All right, start at 34 again for me.
Come on, sir. Verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
So that's what we got to, you know what I mean, just evaluate right there. You know what I mean? A lot of brothers and sisters believe that Christ coming back for, you know what I'm saying, a very peaceful saving, and everybody going to be, you know what I'm saying, giving hugs to each other. No more racism going to be in the earth. Everybody going to be at peace. They're going to put the weapons down. Everything is going to be all love. All right? But right here is a big cut right here in Matthew 10 and 34 as of who Christ is. It says, think not that I have come to send peace on earth. All right?
Come on, sir.
Read.
I came not to send peace, but a sword.
But a what?
A sword.
But a what?
A sword.
Now that part right there is very, very significant for, you know what I'm saying, this something just way above a Christian what he can ever imagine in his life. You know what I'm saying? Because a Christian will believe that Jesus Christ ain't really about warfare. When really, when you're going into the scripture, it's telling you right there, you know what I'm saying, that he coming, man, to send a sword. Meaning he coming to the war out. You know what I mean? He coming to take his kingdom. You see what I'm saying? Like, America is destined to be destroyed in that day. You know what I mean? Under Christ coming. But when Christ return, America, man, is going to be subdued by Christ and the angels, man. You understand? Read.
Verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
Man, he coming, man, to set a man at variance with his father, man. All this time, you know what I mean, in the household, we grew up thinking we was Christians. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers grew up thinking we was Christians, and we supposed to, you know what I'm saying, go to church every single Sunday. Things supposed to be kumbaya, you know what I mean? We supposed to live out the American dream. Now, brothers starting to wake up to the truth. Now you got brothers starting to hear something a little different. They ain't never heard before in their lives, man. As soon as they hear that, as soon as they start hearing these truths and these breakdowns, man, they start to realize and see this. You understand? They begin to, you know what I'm saying, question everything, and they go back in their household with their father like, you know, Jesus Christ black. You know what I'm saying? He you know he not no white boy, Dad. And guess what that do? That stir up a lot of strife in the house. That stir up a lot of, you know what I'm saying, warfare in the household. and things of that nature, man. This is all like in the scripture, right? It's telling you, man, the Lord, man, when you hear the truth, expect these things to happen. Expect, man, you know what I'm saying, for you and your father not even to have a close relationship and the close bond that y'all used to have due to your father being some Christian. He was raised out of the Christian church, and you being a hardcore soldier, hearing the truth of Commanding General Yana, hearing the truth of the, you know what I'm saying, the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. One West, you know what I mean? That right there, man, it sets you at variance with a lie. You know what I mean? It's saying he said a man at variance with his father. Keep reading.
And the daughter against her mother.
And then the daughter's gonna be against their mamas, man. Their daughters out that whole time, they mamas raising them, you know what I'm saying? Happy life, happy wife. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be everything about them. You know what I mean? They get the, you know what I'm saying? Like they get to just stay at home, you know what I'm saying, and live this little life and everything just be kumbaya, and when they supposed to be the help me for the man. You understand? Woman, you supposed to be out there working, man. You supposed to be out there, man, helping that man out and being a helpmeet unto him. You see what I'm saying? Pushing his narrative.
Most High in Christ. I appreciate that. For what the officers are rock, that's so heavy, man. Can you read that again?
Verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
Christ has come to set variance against a man, for a man against his father, man. You understand? Christ is coming to cause conflict, to divide the family. You understand? Read.
And the daughter against her mother.
And the daughter against her mother, man. You understand? That's so heavy, man. So many of our sisters, man, especially brothers who have wives that are in the truth. You understand? That deal primarily a lot with their mother. You understand? That's going on right now. That man in the UPK, who, you know, in that cult, you understand? What does he know? You understand? This is the Bible we live in, man. You understand? She's in conflict with her mother because she's constantly defending her husband against, against her mother. You understand? She's constantly defending her. Salaki, can you grab this around?
Read again.
For I am come, Salaki, sir. Verse 35.
Yep.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
Again, read.
And the daughter against her mother.
And then the daughter gonna be against that mother, man. You know what I'm saying? Like how that mother raised her daughter. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That man, he gotta get up and get a job. That man don't need to be in that house like that. You letting that man tell you what to do? You really listening to that man? Are you stupid? You know what I'm saying? All these things. And guess what? The Lord, man, positioned a woman, you know what I'm saying, of her role. Her role wasn't to be equal to her man. You see that? Like the Lord never said, you know what I'm saying, this is going to be an equality thing with a man and a woman. It says in 1 Corinthians 11:3, as the head of Christ is the Most High. And the head of the man is Christ. And the head of the woman is the man. You understand? That's what's in the scripture, man. So when the mother's coming up and, you know what I mean, they put up that big old fight with their daughters. Like, man, you listening to that brother? You really gonna listen to that Negro? He ain't S. You listening to that piece of garbage? You understand?
Right. Damn right. I'll sweat. Sent to all the priests. Yeah, that brother left off such a heavy point, man. You understand? With the variance between families, man. That Christ is coming, man. He's inflicting that. You understand? Christ is inflicting the whole point of, your family not getting along. You understand? Listen, this is what's so heavy about it. So many brothers and sisters going to be sitting around that table. There's going to be a sister sitting across the table from an aunt or uncle who molested her. But for the sake of turkey, They gonna get along. You understand? Yet and still, she's upset. Her mother's upset about the fact that that sister's husband is an Israelite. He's in a cult. You understand? He has morals and standards, and he can't be seen at that Thanksgiving dinner because he doesn't believe in it. You understand? He doesn't agree with the fact that you have been complacent with the destructions of the Native American Indians, and you're celebrating it, man. That brother, her husband, is disgusted by it. So no, he will not be there at Thanksgiving. You understand? Yet and still, that sister has to endure the chastisement from a child molester, a drug dealer, a weed head, a lesbian. You understand? A whore for a mother, man. You understand? They're gonna chastise her all night because her man didn't show up. Her husband didn't show up. You understand? And that sister's gonna be tested. She's gonna be tested. Is she gonna stand with Christ or with Big Mama? You understand? Christ has come to set variance. Christ wants you to do what? Choose a goddamn side. You understand? That's what Christ wants you to do. Choose me or choose your goddamn whore of a mother. What does that hoe know? You understand? She's giving terrible advice to her daughter. You understand? Terrible advice on what her daughter should and shouldn't do. She's had, 10, 20 men? And she's telling her daughter, who's been with only one man, to get rid of that nigga and get out here and, test the waters. You understand? You know how much of a whore you have to be to insinuate whoredom to your child? You're a terrible mother. You've always been one. You've had different men around your children all their lives. They get so attached to one man as a father figure, before you know it, listen, this Mr. Man here, man, Mr. Jones. You understand? He gonna be tearing me up while you out here, watching what's stuff kids watch? Thundercats, man. Your mama getting tore up in the room by some nigga she just met. You understand? She doesn't even have enough decency to do it at night or to even, wait till you're gone. Your mama in there getting tore up, man. And you know how that makes a brother feel? I've never experienced it, but I've been over friends' houses where, damn, I thought such and such was your mama's boyfriend. Mama had a boyfriend. You understand? And you be over there and you just hear your friend's mom getting tore up, man. And y'all gotta pretend like you don't hear it over eating Cheerios or Lucky Charms, man. You understand? Because mama didn't have integrity. Yet and still, she's going to tell you that your husband, who has absolute integrity, who's in that cult, that, he ain't no good. You understand? Good read.
And the daughter-in-law.
The daughter-in-law against who?
Against her mother-in-law.
Against the mother-in-law. Listen, that's so common. You understand? You know how common that is? In-laws not being able to get along with each other. They already hate each other. You understand? Because they didn't want you to marry each other in the first place. Okay? Bunch of confusion. And that's what Christ is here for. If everybody's getting along and they in the world, something's wrong. You understand? That's how you have to look at it. If it's not conflict, then guess what, man? Christ ain't involved in that. If you go on to Thanksgiving for turkey and cranberry sauce, man, if you selling the Lord out for a meal, you understand? As many times as you've gone hungry against your will, many times as you fasted, man, you're going to sell the Lord out for stuffing, sweet potato pie, chitlins. And that's why I find such disgust with people in the world, man. Because they know what Thanksgiving's about. They can eat that mess, any day of the year. Listen, damn, you like turkey and stuffing and cranberry sauce so much? Fine. Can you not eat it that day? Can it be any other day? Ask them that, man. Ask them to choose another day, man. Say, you know what? The Native American Indians, they don't deserve that. Could you imagine if they celebrated a holiday where we went into slavery? Sometimes you got to put that in the Negro's mind. You understand? He don't give a damn about his situation anyway, because guess what? It wasn't me that was in slavery. Not niggas in ignorance, man. Not understanding reincarnation. You got to put that in their head. What you got, Sarah?
And kind of what kind saying what you're saying is extremely heavy. You know what I mean? Because I asked that question of brothers and sisters out there in the world, and they'd be like, you know what, you right. You know what I'm saying? I know all that happened to him, man. I'm just doing it for the food, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, damn right, man. That's the exact same thing. Yeah, what you got, Habawan?
It's like I want, if I may,
please.
that you got these brothers out here that's celebrating, the death of our brothers and sisters, the Native Americans, but they were pissed off at the police officers for kneeling in action against George Floyd.
All of that, man. All of that, man.
That's just one man.
See, and that's the problem with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. We don't recognize that we all one people. You understand? We don't recognize that our struggle is our brother's struggle. We say, that ain't me. It ain't had nothing to do with me. We have absolutely no integrity, man. You know what the Japanese used to do, man? You understand? During wartime, they would not allow themselves to be captured. You understand that? Do you understand the reasoning why Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the atomic bombs had to be dropped? You know why America, what was their decision for doing it? You don't know. Number one, because they want white people. You understand? Remember, they were at war with who else? Do you know? Who?
Was it the Russians too, sir? The Russians.
Not Japan, but America was at war with Japan and who else? No.
Yeah.
With Germany.
Germany.
You understand? America had the atomic bomb. You understand? They could have dropped it at any time. Who did they decide to not drop it on?
So like they decided not to drop it on Germany, sir.
Because why?
Because they were the same people.
Listen, when it came time to decide who to drop the atomic bomb on, it was a no-brainer. You understand? And they dropped, listen, not one, but two. Damn. I learned after the first one. They said Japan tried to surrender, but they said, no, we got to see how much damage this next bomb drop. That's who rules over us, huh? If he'll do that to them, nigga, what would he do to you? And that's who we decide to follow. All right? And Salaki for deviating, but I had to make a point. Going back to Japan, the Japanese, those are some honorable people, man. You understand? They don't listen. When it comes time for war, listen, them Japanese, them Koreans, Moab, listen, they don't surrender. You understand? You know how you be, the NATO and the Geneva Code says that if we surrender, you got to treat us like this. Ancients don't give a damn about none of that. Ain't no surrender, no prisoners. Who knows what kamikaze means?
The kamikaze fighters were the death fighters. They would fly until they blow up.
Listen, man, the kamikaze flyer meaning this. I got an airplane, and my airplane shoots guns and stuff. In the fuselage is a bomb or a missile. So after my bullets are used up, I ain't going back to base. You understand? To show this, and you can look this up, to prove I ain't going back to base, to prove, listen, I got enough gas to get to my destination, and that's it. Guess what else I don't wear?
Flak jackets.
Flak jacket, and what else? What else don't I wear? If I plan on fighting another day in an airplane.
Protection, sir? helmets,
Come on, think about it. You need it if you might get shot down.
parachute.
Parachute. Them cats weren't even wearing parachutes, You understand? Them people had some dedication to their people. They love their people so much, they say, listen, man, I ain't coming back. If I do come back, listen, I'm going to at least take every Japanese soldier. They had a personal order that they felt that they had to keep in their heart, man, that they would take at least 10 of the enemy before they died. They knew they were dying, but they knew they had to at least kill 10 Americans before they did it. Because they love their people so much. And they couldn't allow their people 1 inch of land on their soil, man. So guess what? America knew that. They knew this was an honorable people that was willing to what? Fight to the death, man. You understand? Could you imagine? At one point we had that mindset. At one point Israel was like that, man. Only in this aspect, man, it was 5 of us versus tens of thousands of the enemy. You understand? That's how we would get so, we have, a reputation of being renowned and called gods. They called us gods for a reason. When we were going into the land of Canaan, we had to what? Clear it of what? Heathen, right? We had to, because they have been defiling the land, just like how the Arabs, Amalek, them so-called Jews are doing today. The Lord was saying like 500 men before 50,000. And we kill them all and not lose one man. Can you believe that? That's in the scriptures, man. You know why the Lord would do that? Who knows why the Lord would do that?
To show his power?
To show his power, man. It had nothing to do with us. We were pushing the Lord's name throughout the earth. That's how you push his name. I mean, you don't go to the Arabs and say, well, his name is Yahweh, and this, that, and the other. You got to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. We weren't doing that. We weren't going to the Africans in Egypt and, his name is Yahweh. You got to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. Brother, you too can't be saved and go to heaven and love Jesus and then be covered by the blood of Jesus, and then he come back and save us all from the world and peace and happiness and kisses. That's not what we were doing, man. Israelites were not pushing the law on other nations and telling them they can be grafted in. You understand? We weren't doing that, man. We pushed the Lord's name by going to war with you and destroying you with just one man and a jawbone of an ass against 1,000 Philistines. That's how you push the Lord's name. Because why? Because of the Lord's power, man. This man is capable of doing this. Not because of what, in your old silly ass mind you think you're capable of. It had absolutely nothing to do with you, man. It's because the Lord was on your side. And that's it, man. At one point we were honorable people like that. Where we wouldn't have celebrated Thanksgiving. Do you think Salakia. The Japanese celebrate the day the atomic bomb was dropped on them? June what? I think it's June 4th. Something like that. May or something. It's in 1945. Alright? Somewhere along there. They don't celebrate that day out. You understand? If anything, they mourn. Okay? Americans, they definitely celebrated. But what day is it? When the bomb was dropped? And then they finally accepted defeat, so they say.
Come on, sir. Here in Wikipedia, the United States detonated 2 nuclear weapons over the Japanese city of Hiroshima and Nagasaki on August 6th and August 9th, 1945.
Yep. 1945. August what?
August 6th and August 9th.
Lock you. 2 months off. Yeah, August 6th, man. You understand? That's when that had to go down. All right? Give me a second.
Shalakia, sir, if I may.
Please.
In Hiroshima, it killed 20,000 soldiers, 126,000 civilians. In Nagasaki, it killed 80,000.
That bomb was no joke, man. Listen, they said before the Nagasaki was a hydrogen bomb. So, hydrogen's in the air. You understand? Listen, they said, man, before the damn thing went off, it sucks up all the oxygen in that radius, so you damn near suffocate before you vaporize. They said, man, that bomb burned people's shadows into the wall. You understand? Where a man was standing, it's a pile of dust and his shadow's on the wall. Listen, man, them nukes ain't no joke, man. You understand? And that's so heavy, man. So very important, man, that we become back to being an honorable people, man. You understand? And I just use them as an example. Now, they eat cat, rat, dog, bats, and all that, but at the end of the day, they love their people enough to have some integrity to where they won't deteriorate, their existence by celebrating a holiday that demeans them.
Oh, God.
You understand? It's stupid. Okay? And that's how we blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians have to look at the same scenario, man. We have to look at the same thing. We need to stop being wicked. You got more on that?
Yes, I do, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Right around, it says that the total killed in Nagasaki was 150 soldiers killed, and 226,000 civilians.
That's a lot, huh? You understand? All them people died from one bomb dropping. How many soldiers, U.S. soldiers died?
It doesn't say.
Zero.
It doesn't say.
Their soldiers died. You understand? And then they put soldiers to kind of, soften the blow. When in reality, it was more civilians that died than soldiers. You understand? Soldiers aren't stationed inside a city. Okay, they're stationed on the outskirts of that island because they're preparing for what? An invasion. You understand? And what the hell are soldiers doing mingled up with the civilians? Okay, they got police officers and law enforcement to, handle those type of light issues, man. All right. It's just a way for Esau to soften the blow that he's not as cruel as everyone knows he is. You understand? Man, we gotta get right, man. You understand? It ain't no way around it, man. All right. Read. Go back to that verse 10:35 and so forth, so on and so forth. So we got past the in-laws fighting, which is normal. That's every black and Hispanic Native and Native Indian family. Read.
Verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
A man's what?
Foes.
Listen, man. A man's foes, his enemies, man, shall be them of his own household. You know how often that happens? One man, and guess what? The whole family hates him. The children hate him. The wife hates him. Listen, the wife's mother, who you took in with her stinking ass, living with your family, living with you. You didn't want to do it, but your rib saying, man, we ain't nobody gonna do it. She can't go in that home. They gonna kill her, this, that, and the other. Man, she got to live with us. You took her in. She's speaking to her daughter against you. You understand? Those are a man's foes in his family. You understand that? Them kids gonna hate you because you're gonna say, guess what? Ain't no Christmas this year.
Okay.
They're going to hate you. They're gonna hate you because why? You're punishing them by taking away the video games and the cell phones because they're doing bad in school. They're gonna hate you, man. Listen, your wife, forget about it, man. You understand? She has, she believes it's a 50-50 relationship. You understand? She don't make 50% of the money. She don't make 50% of the right decisions. You understand? She ain't sharing 50% of the headaches that you get when you coming home from work. Yet and still, she thinks it's 50-50, but don't want to give 50. You understand? What you have? Did you have something? But yeah, that's a man's foe. A man's foe shall be them of his own household. He ain't worried about Tyrone down the street who want to gut him. You understand? Who's been his enemy since high school. Oh man, that brother needs to worry about the people in his own household. That bitch want to leave you and put you on child support. You understand? The house paid for, huh? She wants the alimony and child support, and she wants this kick and what's that scripture I'm thinking of? She wants to wax fat. You know what I'm talking? She wants to sit back and kick and wax fat. You understand? Off your child support and the house that's paid for. She wants to live comfortable, huh? You understand? A man's foes shall be them of his own household, man. His enemies. You understand? Read.
Verse 37. Mm-hmm. He that loveth father or mother more than me.
Now this is that people get so simple about this scripture. Read it again.
Verse 37. Mm-hmm. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
You ain't worthy of Christ, man. You ain't worthy of the Father, man. You love your mother and father more than Christ. What does that mean, man? You understand? People think if you don't kiss them and hug that picture on the wall like you do, like you should. If you don't love Christ like that, like you do mama, then what?
Slacky, sir.
Ye are not worthy.
He that love his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
You see that, man? That's what people think. If you ain't got that white Jesus hanging up in your wall, if you don't love Jesus, Caesar Borgia, because that's what's in people's mind. They ain't thinking a black man. You understand? That look like Grady. Okay? They ain't thinking somebody that look like Grady with dark skin. Okay? Or what's that old cat name? What's that cat name? Dick Gregory. They don't think Christ could look something like that. They ain't thinking Caesar Borgia. Okay? If he ain't looking like, they like, man, listen, I love that. Him more than you, mama and daddy. You understand? Read.
And he that loveth son or daughter more than me.
Listen, nobody come in front of my kids. You understand? My kids come what? What they say? What the black woman say?
Slacky Baba Kashav, I mean, her kids come first.
Her kids come first. You understand that? I've seen that happen, man. Where the kids eat first before the husband. Like it ain't enough goddamn food. You understand? I've seen that many times. You understand? Where the kids eat first. And guess what? Whatever's left, that's what daddy get, man. Daddy only came home from working all goddamn day. He don't deserve a good ass meal. Them kids, let them kids be hungry for a little bit, man. You understand? They've been playing and all day. Listen, they don't want to come eat dinner anyway. They throw half the food away in the trash. You understand? Throw half the food in the drawer, come get it later and throw it in the trash. Make you think they ate it so they can get dessert. I know because I used to do that. You understand? Those children get more respect than you, man. And that's what we come back to. We circle right back, man. You understand? Where the black man, once again, does not get any love from his own nation, man. We all we got. I'm sorry to tell you, Habawan Zarat, man, we all we got. If you relying on that black woman to love you, listen, she gonna love you as long as what? The lights are on. She gonna love you as long as what? Food is is put on the table. As long as effing Netflix's account is still going, She'll love you then. But guess what? The moment a rainy day comes, look, one bad day, man, out of many good days, she hates you, man.
Okay.
One day something doesn't go her way, she hates you. And she gonna give you flack for it as long as she can remember.
Okay.
Good days will come after that, but she ain't gonna let you forget that day. You understand? We all we got, the Habawan and Zara. That's why this brotherhood is so important, man. And I'm gonna show you why. Christ don't tell you we all we got. You understand? Read.
He that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. 38. And he that taketh not his cross.
Your cross, man. You understand? Your burden. Read.
And followeth after me is not worthy of me.
Listen, man. Everybody got responsibilities, man, when they come into this truth. Christ had the responsibility of saving this nation on his shoulder. You understand? Your only responsibility is to, make sure the trash is taken out in the school every day on time. Make sure the school is cleaned up. Make sure you report to camp every week. That's your simple ass burden. You understand? It ain't like somebody asking you to hold the whole nation down. Can you save the nation? Take up your goddamn cross. You understand? Read.
Verse 39. He that findeth his life shall lose it.
He shall what?
He that findeth his life shall lose it.
He that findeth his life. You niggas always trying to save your life. Listen, you make sure to take all your vitamins every day. You don't eat nothing with sugar or carbs in it, because you gotta live every day. You know, you work out every day, and you only smoke the organic weed. Listen, you shall what?
Shall lose it.
You shall what?
Shall lose
You
it.
shall lose it, man. You understand? Because you're still a what? A sinner. You understand? You think you're doing everything right to preserve your life. All right? You eat nothing but brown rice and baked chicken every day. Drink water. You smoke occasionally the organic. It gotta be organic weed, though. And you have sex with white women. And what else do? You celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving. He shall what?
Lose it.
You gonna get COVID-19 and you shall what?
Lose it.
You gonna lose that life, man. You understand? Read on.
And he that loses his life for my sake.
For whose sake?
For my sake.
Listen, man, you die in this truth, man. Listen, man, it was ordained for you to do that. You understand? The Lord gave the order, because guess what? He had to have you now. You understand? That's how the Lord look at it. Man, look at that righteous brother. I gotta have him now. You understand? Read.
Shall find it.
Shall find it, man. You're gonna have a life where you come back. You understand this reincarnation? You understand the sacrifice you give? Because what? There is no greater gift than to what?
So like that Buff Kashaf made to lay down your life for your brother?
Lay down your life for your brother, man. In the scriptures, man. You understand? Let me die so 10 of my brothers can keep going, man. You understand? So their lives can be preserved. You understand? That's what it is, man. That's what this brotherhood is all about. Prolonging all of us. Even if it's at the expense of one, man. That is love. Because what? That's going to push brothers even further to drive this truth, man. To know a brother laid down your life for. Listen, you owe that man now. You understand? That's the heavy part about it. Christ, he laid down his life for the nation. Listen, I got no choice now to do whatever the hell he tells me to do. You understand? And I got an obligation to bring more brothers to him. You understand? If I brought him 1 million brothers, it's a drop in the bucket. You understand? Because what? He gave his life up, man, for the whole nation. I'm obligated to pay him back in full by dedicating my life to him. All right? Is that it on that?
Come on,
All right,
Most High do verse 40.
All right, what's verse 40?
He that receiveth you receiveth me.
Same thing. He that receiveth you receiveth me. Listen, you go there and say, listen, man, this whole Thanksgiving thing is an abomination to Christ. You understand? Christ hates this, man. Brothers that listen and heed that, they do what?
He that receiveth you receiveth me.
You listen, man. Not that Christ receives you. He understands that you have compassion and that in your ignorance didn't know what the hell you were doing, man, when it came to that Thanksgiving. And he sees your sincerity and your desire to change. All right? That's what Christ sees. For somebody who receives it, read.
And he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me.
See, listen to that, man. Listen, if Christ received you, guess who else received you? The Most High, man. Because Christ comes as a mediator. You understand? Christ comes as the mouthpiece of the Most High. You understand? That's what he does. That's its purpose. Okay? Read.
Verse 41. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward.
Okay, so listen, man, and that's what we doing. You understand? That's the whole point of us running for our what? We're running a race for our what?
For our brother.
For not only our brother, but we're doing this for a what?
For a reward.
For a reward, man. For a crown. You understand? That's what Christ just said it. You understand? That's what we're here for. Not only do we love our brothers enough to bring them in the fold, but damn, we expected something at the end of this too now. You understand? Incorruptible crowns, man. We talk about it every week. All right? Give me Matthew 12 and 48, man. Give me Matthew 12 and 45. Okay? Listen, man, you brothers and sisters around this holiday season, man, wicked ass family members, man, do not be troubled, man. Okay? Whatever, shit you're going through, if you're in the truth, just know that everything is a trial. Okay? That's how you have to look at it, man, to see if you're gonna fold. The Lord gives you as much as what He believes you can handle, man. The Lord ain't never gonna give you nothing which He does not think you cannot overcome. Okay, He gives us all achievable goals to overcome, man. The Most High does that. Okay, if you're going through it, damn it, you can get go up and above. What you got?
Matthew 12, verse 45.
Read.
Then goeth he and taketh with him 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter into the Slakia, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of the man is worse than the first. Even so.
Wait, where are you at?
Matthew 12, verse 45, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
And
jump to 46.
Come on, sir. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and brethren stood without.
So we've read this many times when Christ is out teaching the people, right? And of course, his mother is there, and who else?
His brethren.
And his what?
His brethren.
His mother and brother. And who else?
It just say his mother and his brethren.
Yeah, his mother and his brother, right? He had siblings, right? Maybe they was born of virgin births too, right? You understand? That Mary, man, that dirty, nasty, sinful sex. You understand? For you silly ass Christians out there, man. His mother and his brother were in amongst the crowd. Read.
Stood without, desiring to speak with him.
Desiring to speak with him. Listen, man, ain't that something, man? It's always our worldly people, and we deal with in the world who aren't in the school. Think they have some type of precedence over the celebrities. You understand? You go to some of these celebrities, man, they don't even associate with their goddamn family. You understand? These Chris Tuckers and these other what was I gonna say? Like these celebrities out in the world, man. You understand? You hear who? Eminem. Oh shit, Eminem. Forget about it, man. Even though he is not of our nation, man, he absolutely hates his mother. You understand? He hates her guts, man. She ain't getting one penny out of him. It was like, I remember back in high school, his mother was trying to sue him. You understand? Sue him for slander. Because she didn't like how he was talking about how she always on pills, meth and mushrooms and all that other garbage. You understand? She didn't like her secrets being out. Okay? Read on.
Verse 47. Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee.
They desire to speak with Christ, man. Go ahead.
48. But he answered.
Wasn't busy. You understand? Christ was in the midst of teaching his people, teaching people who were what? With him. You understand? They had the opportunity to be with him, but they weren't. Why wasn't his mother and brethren sitting in the front of that class? Why weren't they in the school like they should have been? They probably interrupted Christ to ask him, something stupid. You understand? You coming to Passover next week? We just want to know if he coming to Passover. We can't know it. And like any people in the world, his disciples are like, whoa. Nigga, we don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Verse 48.
Guards, read.
But he answered and said unto him that told him, Who is my mother?
Wait, read that again. Before that. Verse before that.
Verse 47. Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren.
Now what?
Thy mother and thy brethren.
Here's your mother and your brothers here. They what?
Stand without.
They stand without. They here for you, Christ. They want to talk to you. Read.
Desiring to speak with thee.
Desiring to what?
Speak with thee.
Everybody think they got VIP to Christ. We his blood brother. Right? That's how people and Christ is trying to show you an example here, man. Because always by what? We always inherited wealth in the kingdom by what?
By bloodline, sir?
By bloodline, man. By your heir. You understand? If you were an heir to the to the riches after your father died, you got everything. Okay? That's how Mary and her brothers are acting. Okay? Like they got VIP status. You understand? Read.
But he answered, Salaki, 48. But he answered and said unto him that told him.
So the brother that said, listen, man, your mother and your brothers and sisters or whatever, they want to talk to you. He said what to them, to that man?
Who is my mother?
He said, nigga, who is my mother? That's a heavy cut right there. You understand? He could have easily said, Mama, Mary over there. Big mama right there. Tell her I get to her in a second. You understand? But he said what?
Who is my mother?
Who is my mother? Read.
And who are my brethren?
And who are my brothers? You understand? Who is my mother and who's my brothers? Read. 49.
And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples.
And he stretched forth his hand towards who?
Towards his disciples.
Towards Mary.
Towards his disciples.
Towards his brothers.
Towards his disciples.
Towards his disciples. How many disciples does he have? Yeah, read.
And said, Behold, my mother and my brethren.
I think it is my family right here. You understand? Because they're with me. They're doing what I tell them to do. You understand? That's who Christ's family is. Christ's family are those men and women who take orders. You understand? Who do what he says. You so caught up on bloodline, you've ruined that. You understand? That's why the Lord cut you off. The Lord cut off the northern kingdom. They were Israel, but they thought they would always have the kingdom because what? They the bloodline. Which theoretically is true later on, but they were cut off. You understand? Christ is showing you the exact same way. He can cut your ass off too. He has the authority to do it. Read.
Verse 50.
Mm-hmm.
For whosoever shall do the will
So
of
Christ is giving the criteria on who his family is. You so worried about pleasing mama this Thursday, you're gonna deteriorate your integrity this Thursday for dry turkey. And once you're full and fat and sleepy, you're gonna regret every bite of food you took. You understand? You're gonna feel so low because you gave in the turkey and ham against the Lord, man. You do it all the time. You're gonna think, you know what? I ate this food knowing what it was about, what this feast was about. Read.
For whosoever shall do the will of my Father.
The criteria of being a part of Christ's family is doing his will of his Father. Read.
Which is in heaven.
Which is who?
In heaven.
In heaven. Read.
The same is my brother and sister and mother.
See, man, that's the same. That's his family. He loves you if you do what the Most High says. That's the only way you can show love. You understand? Like keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Read.
That's it, sir.
No, Most High in Christ the Wild.
That's the end of the chapter.
Yep, I appreciate it, man. You understand? We need to have integrity during this pagan holiday spirit, man. It's important that we rely on the Lord, man. You're going through this trial. Okay, don't succumb to turkey, man. Okay, you know how silly that is, man. You can get turkey any goddamn time. You know how many hungry mans I've seen with the turkey, cranberry sauce, and if you like that, with the gravy and everything, listen, eat it every day. Don't eat it this day, man. Don't eat none of it this week. Guess what they're going to be doing next week, Ahabawan? That's what they're going to be eating.
Turkey?
More turkey. You're going to get tired of it after the second day, man. It's going to be turkey omelets, turkey sandwich, turkey in the spaghetti. Turkey. You're going to be eating on that stuff for a week, man. Turkey and stuffing. The first thing to go is always the mac and cheese.
Okay.
And it'd be nothing but turkey, stuffing, and that ham. What they do with the ham bone, Ahabawan? Do they throw it away? Do they say, you know what, this is enough abomination I've eaten all week. What should I do with the ham bone? What?
It's like, sir, they save it for New Year's
Save
and put it in the
for New
beans.
Year's and do what?
And put it in the beans.
And put it in the mixed beans, man. We are a wicked nation, man. And the Lord listen, man. I implore every Israelite, man. You understand? Every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man. I implore you not to go to those holiday dinners, man. Don't even buy the damn turkey. You understand? Don't smell turkey. Fill up on ramen all damn weekend, man. Enjoy your time off from your slavery, if anything. You understand? Watch the game. Just don't eat that turkey, man. Do not participate in this abominable holiday, man, in which your brothers, the Native American Indians, paid with their lives, man. You understand? Because I got a strong feeling COVID-19 is going to surge after Thursday, man. Because our people are stiff-necked, man. You understand? The Lord has given us warnings, man. We know the signs of the time, man. We see when it gets dark outside, night coming. When the clouds get gray, it's about to rain. You understand? But when the Lord sends a plague and says not to congregate more than 5 people or 6 people in the room, 6 feet away from each other, you go ahead and celebrate Thanksgiving anyway, man, Lord be with you, man. You understand? Lord be with you. All right? With that, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Ahabawan for the announcements. Make sure you pay your tithes, all right, to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. There's only one true ministry of Christ, and it's not your Christian pastor. You understand? He's going to take the money and buy Bentley. He's going to take the money, and guess what? make sure his family has Black Friday doorbuster gifts. Okay, that's what he gonna do with the money, man. He ain't gonna do it to benefit his people. He ain't gonna do it to make sure they're housed, they're clothed, and fed, man. He gonna do it and spend it on his own selfish self because he's a selfish bastard, man. Every Christian is. You understand? There's no sincerity in them, and they don't care about their own people. All right. So I'll move on announcements. Hey, shalom, Israel.
We are Isupk, started on the 1 West, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10, means a tenth in the Hebrew, my Isupk. 10% of every penny earned increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations, December 9th, we have the Feast of Dedication. And holy convocations, remind all Akmil and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, scarf, and headband. With that being said, we'd like to give a courtesy salute to the teacher. Amajim. Please stand. Amajim Shabbat. Amajim. Yahweh Shimi Yabash. Barak. Yahweh Shimi Yabash Barak. Yazmatah. Dismissed.